Hello everyone, this is Zeeebo and welcome to this Etheria restart video. So in this Etheria restart video, we're going to talk about our Xiada appreciation post because I think this unit so far has been amazing for me. Like, one thing about Xiada is not just how powerful she is, but how fast she clears farming contents and how easy and how little mistake her AI commits. So for those of you guys who are not sure what she does, let me just break down briefly what Xiada does. So her second skill, which is the most important skill, for every 3 buffs Xiada gains, her soul flames evolves 1 time, increasing her attack by 18 and crit damage by 10% up to 3 times. So this skill is indirectly linked with the ultimate wavering soul right here. So this is the AoE skill, which has a 50% chance to inflict a 2 turns defense down and reduces in max cooldown and skill current cooldown whenever your soul flame evolves. So once you have 3 stacks of soul flame, which is the maximum stack for maximum boost over here, you get a 1 turn cooldown skill, which means that every single turn she will be spamming this skill. And this AoE skill, when combined with the revelation shell, does a lot of damage, true damage, which is based off the target's max HP. So this combo is really potent, and I've been using her to farm my Doki Doki Inferno, but more importantly also to farm through all the different AoE dungeons, because one thing about her is I think I'll just showcase it as we talk about it. So like, one thing about her is the ease of use of this character. So like, for this character, team building is simple. You just throw her with a whole bunch of buffers, and then once she gets her stack up, she just does so much damage that she will naturally carry you right here. So we're just going to throw in the Yang with the Shadow Walker side. So Yang will give us the additional buff, which will allow the stacks on Xiada to build up. And Xiada is a simple but effective unit in terms of PvE contents, because she doesn't actually have too much room for error on the AI side. Like, there are certain units where one mistake on the AI's like skill order casting can actually screw up your run, but Xiada is not that. Like, basically once she reaches her maximum stack, she will just be spamming her ultimate, and this is what she does, right, in terms of the PvE side. So it's a very simple to understand unit. It is a very easy to use and auto-friendly unit, and more importantly, it's an effective unit that actually helps you clear through content without you worrying too much. Because even if you were to control this unit, there's nothing much you can do, because all you're gonna do is spam the ultimate. So in most cases, this unit is super duper auto friendly, and for somebody who actually has like a full-time work, and you know, for somebody who's working and schooling or whatever real life matter comes into hand, I think Xiada as a unit is just really friendly for you guys, because like, yeah, she helps you clear through all your farming contents. She is usable for your Doki Doki Inferno farm, and she's a quote-unquote brainless character that doesn't require you to think too much. Just put a whole bunch of buff on her and then she will be able to do her job, and she does her job really well until this revelation shell combo maybe get patched in the future. So far, like, I've been like using her for the 2 times blessing galore for Doki Doki Inferno, as well as all the different imprint dungeons, even the counter dungeons to her affinity, because yeah, she just kills the minions off really fast and like really like easily. So there's that. And like, I think moving forward with more farming events, or more events where having a really easy to use and sustainable AoE damage dealer like her should be probably the way to go. I think for Xiada's case, even if you are using her in a maybe hollow affinity dungeon, she'll still do pretty well because of that revelation combo and also that massive AoE coverage that she's able to provide. So let's say if you haven't invested in her, personally I think Rosa is also an amazing water unit or an amazing blue unit, but from a time savers perspective, from an auto friendly perspective, from a beginner friendly perspective, I think Xiada has all the ticks going for her. So that's with regards to Xiada's usage. So right here, we're gonna fight the breakpoint boss, a Fate. Okay, so like, I can simply just talk to you guys and then just let the game run on auto, because Xiada teams in general is just about buffing and Xiada carrying you from there, right? So in a lot of these cases, it's very underrated to say that this actually greatly improves your farming experience, because I myself actually find that farming is a chore with the recent blessings galore. Like, there's so many manualing, there's so many like delays in terms of farm, that Xiada's efficiency as well as auto-friendliness really caught onto me. So that's with regards to the recent Blessing Galore. And with this Ethernet rally running around, I've been just running my Xiada team on auto like this as I'm doing other stuff like editing other videos for the other game or just doing my work in general. So really appreciate this part of this unit. So if you really enjoy the game, you might not have the most fun. I mean, you might not have the most fun like doing all the farming stuff, but you want to prepare yourself for all the PvP contents. You want to have a really easy to use, just very time friendly kind of PvE character. I think Xiada is definitely a really good pick. So my experience with her in the PvP side is I think she's kind of frail. She's not a unit which I'll say is a top priority for PvP, but similar to a lot of the different like really good and strong PvE carries, she is able to do damage if you're able to keep her alive and then start the buffing cycle on her. So definitely usable, not the strongest there, but I'll say Xiada's PvE prowess is super duper underrated. Not because like she kills them really fast, but just how beginner, how time and how auto friendly she is. So that's pretty much it for this video. I think there's nothing much for me to sort of talk about for this fight, because the reason why I'm showcasing this is just to showcase how hands-off this unit is. Like how much like free time or how much like hands-off experience I have this unit by just running the game on auto and then doing other stuff in the meantime. So that's pretty much it, a Xiada appreciation video. Let me know what you feel about Xiada, if you're using Xiada yourself, and what unit do you find is worth your investment on the PvE side for this game. And I'll see you guys again in my next video. Bye guys.